Imagine spending billions of dollars every single day on war. Missiles worth millions fired in seconds, fighter jets costing hundreds of millions, and entire military operations burning money faster than any business on Earth. Now imagine this happening in a conflict between Iran and the United States. But the real question is, who is actually losing the most money in this war? Because behind the explosions and headlines, the numbers reveal something shocking. America may have already lost billions of dollars, and the cost keeps rising. To understand the cost of war, we first need to understand the conflict. The tension between Iran and the United States did not start today. It goes back decades, especially after the 1979 Iranian Revolution, when Iran's government changed and relations with America collapsed. Since then, both countries have been rivals in the Middle East. Sanctions, proxy conflicts, cyber attacks, and military threats have kept the tension alive for years. But when tensions escalate into direct military confrontation, the consequences become extremely expensive, not just politically, but financially. Modern war is not like the wars of the past. Today, every weapon costs millions. For example, a single Tomahawk missile can cost over $1 million. Advanced fighter jets cost over $80 million each. Aircraft carriers cost more than $13 billion. During intense military operations, hundreds or even thousands of weapons can be used in just a few days. In fact, reports suggest that in some military campaigns, the United States has spent billions of dollars within just the first days of fighting. News.com.au. And that's only the beginning. Because war doesn't just include weapons. It also includes troop deployments, logistics, fuel, intelligence systems, satellite surveillance, medical support, veteran care. All of this multiplies the cost dramatically. If we look at America's past wars in the Middle East, the numbers become even more shocking. Studies estimate that wars in Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, and related operations have cost the United States over $6 trillion since 2001. And when long-term expenses like veteran healthcare and interest on debt are included, the total could reach around $8 trillion. To put that into perspective, that amount of money could have funded global education programs, clean water for millions, major infrastructure projects, or healthcare for entire populations. Instead, much of it was spent on war, and every new conflict risks adding billions more to that total. There is another reason wars cost so much. Modern warfare depends on extremely advanced technology. Missile defense systems, drones, cyber warfare tools, satellites, artificial intelligence. These technologies make armies more powerful, but they also make wars financially devastating. Even defending against cheap drones can cost millions of dollars. So sometimes the real battlefield is not just military power, but economic endurance, which country can afford to keep fighting longer. War is often shown as a battle of weapons and soldiers, but behind the scenes, it is also a battle of money. Billions are spent, economies are strained, and taxpayers ultimately carry the cost. So when we ask who wins a war, maybe the better question is, who can afford the price of war? Because history has shown that sometimes even the most powerful nations pay an incredibly expensive price.